Hey, this is DeFi E250, also known as DeFi, and I wanted to share some of my Rose Cup practice. My first opponent was Sai, and we end up in a Charizard versus Charizard matchup. His Charizard is beautiful, a beautiful shiny specimen, and of course we know shinies do more damage. So he hits me with the Dragon Claw, and I switch out into Probopass, and I try to get a little bit of that Charizard's health down, and then he bails out into Steelix. And at this point, I'm just going to let Probopass go down. I'm going to try to get one charge move off, maybe tickle the Steelix a little bit. And then Probopass can just be let go, because my goal here is to bring in Charizard and try to hit a Blast Burn. And I'm going to go for as many charge moves as I can, because I'm either going to get shields or I'm going to essentially knock that Steelix out. Two Pokemon that I'm really interested in on my team and learning more about are Vileplume and Gliscor, and I brought Vileplume to this match. So after Charizard goes down and Side doesn't have any shields left, I'm able to come in with Vileplume and really knock that Steelix out pretty quick with Razor Leaf. But then he comes back in with Charizard, and I have one shield left, and I'm just gonna barely be able to fade Charizard down. But I know my only shot is to just tap on whatever charge move I've got, and unfortunately it's the wrong one. If I had had enough for Moonblast, I would have definitely won that battle, but I didn't have enough energy to get there. And then we try for round 2. I'm going to lead my Gliscor here, another Pokemon that I'm really interested in learning more about and practicing with. I really love Night Slash, but I build up to it, and then I switch into Vileplume to start fading down his Wigglytuff. I shield, and then he brings in Steelix, and Razor Leaf is really doing some work here. I decide to shield so I can get a few more Razor Leafs in, and really just look how far down the health on this Steelix went just from Razor Leaf. And then I'm able to come in with Gliscor, fade it down with fast moves, and then I've got 2 Night Slashes ready. And I know Night Slash isn't going to be very effective against the Wigglytuff, but I'm hoping I'm going to get the boost. And I was able to get at least one of his shields. And then my Wigglytuff just fades it down, and then this poor Machamp just got charmed to death by my Wigglytuff. One cross chop isn't going to knock me out, but man, those charms putting in the work. And then we have one round left, and I have my Marowak against his Charizard. Marowak will typically win in this matchup, so I'm seeing if he's going to bail. I decide to shield here, keep my Marowak alive, and I go to try to at least get a shield and see if I can do that a couple times. But it didn't work. I decide to go for a Shadow Ball and see maybe is he going to shield this? Nope, and Charizard goes down. But then I'm stuck with this Haunter, and I just wasn't quite able to get to another Shadow Ball. But then my Wiggs comes in. And that charm damage is, again, going to be doing some real work here. He's got his Steelix, and I'm able to come in with Vileplume. And Vileplume, again, can just kind of farm down the Steelix. I don't really need charge moves here at all. I use my last shield to keep Vileplume alive and keep that farm down happening. And even though he's got 2 shields remaining, I know this match is going to go great for me because I have Wigglytuff in the back. I burn one Sludge Bomb, so I'm able to take out a shield. Haunter's only got 1 HP left, and he's not even able to get to a charge move because Charm takes him out so fast. So that was GG's. And then I faced Jojo in round 2. Jojo's in my local community, so we battle each other actually quite often. And we're in a mirror match with Probopass, both having the Rock-type fast move. He launches an attack first, and I use that as an opportunity to switch into Vileplume, which he uses as an opportunity to bring in his hard counter of Charizard. I'm able to get to 1 Sludge Bomb, which is excellent because I'm able to get one of his shields, and then I'm able to just bring in Probopass with all that built up energy and launch one more Rock Slide and get his second shield. I shield Probopass because I know if that would have been a Blast Burn, that would have really hurt. And there's the Blast Burn that I was hoping to shield the first time. So he brings back in Probopass, and now neither of us have any shields. So he's able to get to a Magnet Bomb and almost knock my Probopass out. One more charge move will do it. So I try to fade down that Probopass as much as I can before bringing in Wigglytuff. And I know Magnet Bomb is really going to hurt. Ouch. And I'm just barely able to charm that down, but then Charizard's got a fast move locked and loaded and ready to take out my poor Wiggles. So the first match of the round goes to Jojo. And then we go right into our second match. And I win this one, Probopass versus Charizard, and he has to bail out of there. And he's got a beautiful shiny Gliscor. I bring in Wiggles because I know that the Dark-type charge move wouldn't have done much damage, but Earthquake definitely does. I shield the Night Slash to keep Wiggles alive, and I figure I'll just let Wiggles go on this next one. I'm not going to use a shield. But that Night Slash doesn't even knock out Wiggles. I'm alive on 1 HP. So he's not going to be able to get much farming off of me here. And then I switch into Probopass. I have that Rock Slide locked and loaded, ready to go. I'm able to get one of his shields. And I shield what I'm hoping is a Blast Burn, and it is. And then he switches into his own Probopass, and I start going for my Vileplume farm down strategy. And he still has one shield left, but that Razor Leaf is really doing some work. Unfortunately, Sludge Bomb, not really going to do much here. So he brings in Charizard, but I've got Probopass with that charge move ready to go. And I take the second match. And then we go into the third match. And I lead Probopass into Machamp, and I have to bail out of there immediately into Wiggles, and I'm able to take a good chunk of health before he's able to bail out into Charizard. And this is maybe a bad strategy, but I decide I'm just going to let Wiggles go. I'm going to take the Blast Burn and bring in Probopass right away, because that Charizard is switch locked in, and I'm able to take Charizard out. But unfortunately now, I'm stuck with this Machamp, and Machamp is really going to be putting the hurt on me. I'm able to get to at least a charge move, so he's got to shield it to stay alive, but then he's able to just fade me down right away. And then all I've got left is Vileplume, and I know Vileplume's not really going to be able to get to a lot of charge moves. He brings in Gliscor, which I'm able to do a good amount of work on, but I don't have any shields left, unfortunately, and that Earthquake's going to one-shot me. If I'd perhaps used my shields a little differently, I might have been able to walk away with it, but those were definitely GG's to Jojo. The third round is against Corvairs, and great minds think alike. We both lead Probopass. And I'm going to wait until he uses some energy on me. He uses a Magnet Bomb, and I use that as an opportunity to switch into Vileplume. And he brings in his hard counter of Charizard. I know if I shield this, I could probably get to a Sludge Bomb, but I decide I'm just going to let it go and bring my Probopass in locked and loaded with energy. We've got a little bit of lag here, but I'm able to continue farming that Charizard down. Corvairs got a really fun pick here. He brings in a Rhyperior, and I launched that Magnet Bomb. And something I didn't necessarily realize was that Magnet Bomb is super effective against Rhyperior. So I go for it again, and he blocks it, which is fine. I've got Gliscor in the back and 2 shields ready to go. That Surf would have definitely hurt had I not shielded it. So I'm hoping here, get the Night Slash, maybe get the boost. And even though I don't get the boost, I'm going to try to build up to Earthquake here. I burn my last shield, and it's a Rock Slide, which would have hurt a little bit, but I've got this Earthquake. I'm thinking maybe I can one-shot him, and I do. He goes down with 1 shield remaining. So that first match was really, really good, and it made me really interested taking a look at Rhyperior with Surf. I'm really interested to see after Community Day. I might build a Rhyperior for myself and see how that impacts the meta. We go into our second match of this round, and I win the lead with Probopass. And you're going to see that I'm going to be tapping on Magnet Bomb, but he gets to it first, and that's fine. So after my Magnet Bomb goes off, I'm going to use that as an opportunity to switch into Gliscor. And again, I'm thinking maybe I'll get the boost. I know that I can get a boost. I'm hoping for a boost. No boost. So I'm a little sad about that. I shield Gliscor and I'm going to start trying to build up to an Earthquake, but he bails into Charizard. And I use this as an opportunity. Try for the boost again. And no boost. So I try again. But this time, I get the boost. Attack rose sharply. And I was so excited to finally get the boost that I shield. I probably shouldn't have, but I was so excited about getting a boost, I didn't want to waste it. And look at that, 2 boosts in a row. But then I go down to a Dragon Claw, which is so unfortunate. I finally get the boost and I can't really even use it. So I go for the Magnet Bomb here. I know that it's super effective, which was exciting. I'm able to get Rhyperior down quite a bit, but then I'm left with only my Wiggles. And he's got Probopass, and Wiggles is great, but not against a Steel type, so Magnet Bomb takes it out. And that was GG's on the second match of the round, and we go into the third match. I lead Charizard, and so does he. Great minds, again, think alike. And he blinks first. He goes for a Dragon Claw. I know it's not going to take me out, so I let it go, and I use that as an opportunity to switch into Probopass. So I know Charizard really doesn't have a lot of energy back there. I go for the Magnet Bomb, knowing that it's super effective, and takes a giant chunk again out of that Rhyperior. And this is where something really fun happens. We get a simultaneous KO right here. And we both wait out the clock. Who's going to send something in first? I go for Charizard, because I know it's got energy built up, but I went for the Dragon Claw instead of the Blast Burn. I probably should have went for Blast Burn there, but he shielded it, so it didn't really matter. All I've got is Gliscor in the back. I shield. I'm thinking maybe I can build up to that Earthquake, but he switches into Charizard, and I have to burn my energy just to even put a dent in Charizard, and I had no idea how much Blast Burn hurt for Gliscor. It's able to take me out all the way at half health. And that's GG's to Corvaira. I just want to thank everybody who participated in the little practice tournament. Thank you so much to Zyonik for hosting it for us in his Discord server, and I really learned a lot. I think I really like Gliscor. I'm not 100% sure on Vileplume yet. I'm not happy that I'm not able to get to charge moves because it charges so slow, but that fade down is so satisfying. So I'm excited to do some more practice soon. Thank you so much to everyone again. Thanks for watching and best wishes.